So we're a week away from the first presidential debate of the 2024 election, and the stage has been set. There's no live audience, no opening statements, no notes allowed. Microphones will also be muted while the other candidate is speaking, which could stop Trump from going into rants like this. Watch.
Is anybody going to watch the debate? He's going to be so pumped up. He's going to be pumped up. You know all that stuff that was missing about a month ago from the White House? What happened? Who left it? Somebody left it there. I wonder, let's see, somebody left a laptop in an office of a gentleman who was supposed to fix the laptop from hell. He never picked it up, and somebody didn't pick up hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cocaine. I wonder who that could have been. I don't know. Actually, I think it was Joe.
You know, I think the Republicans and Trump and his minions have done themselves such a disservice with all of these edited, cut and spliced videos that they're spreading around of Biden seeming lost and decrepit, because they've made it so, they've lowered the bar so that if Joe Biden shows up and doesn't keel over on his way to the podium, he's had a good night. And I also think that it's part of the reason that you now see Trump saying, oh, he's on drugs, which, by the way, I can't believe we have to say this, but is patently false. Everything you just saw in that video, there is no evidence for. It is absolutely false. He's making it up. I think Joe Biden needs to get under his skin. I think he needs to mock him, get under his skin. He needs to cure Trump amnesia that this country has and remind us of the horror of the 4 years. He needs to tout and take credit for all the things his administration has done.
Biden is a real statesman, and I think he will rise to that occasion, right? And we know who Trump is. He's a convicted felon, 34
times.
I think people will tune in. I'm curious as to how many people will tune in. I mean, we have to because we do it for a living. Pew Research pegs the number of voters who make up their minds based on debates at about 10%. I think this is going to be different because remember that game Rock'em Sock'em where they would like stand
the
and
little
they would
blue
like
and red
the little
guy,
blue and red and then they would punch. I think it's going to be a lot like that. I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth. I agree with Anna. I think that he needs to not go so statesmanly that he lets Trump get away with the stalking type of behavior that we saw with Hillary Clinton. All of the misinformation that we saw with the Caitlin Collins interview. I think he needs to meet him where he's at and beat him at his own game.
So Joe should not say something like, while I was, helping Obama with the Affordable Act,
Affordable Care Act.
And when I reduced inflation and when I brought gas prices down, supposedly, I don't know if he even can do that, you were getting hit with a rolled-up newspaper by a porn star. Should he say that?
No.
They should have you in debate prep.
I don't think he should go that far.
What do you think?
Will that work? I don't think he goes that far.
But it's history. It's just history.
Yeah, I don't think he goes that far, but I do think he meets him where he's at as a statesman.
And I hope, you know something? If Donald Trump goes after Hunter Biden, he does it at his own peril. It's few American families that haven't been touched by the scour of addiction, including the Trump family. He has a brother who died of addiction.
Now experts are asking whether milk is racist as part of a taxpayer-funded research project into connections between milk and colonialism. Because Northern Europeans drank a bunch of milk and then spread across the world, they convinced the world that milk was great, even though it's really not that great for you. And therefore, white people are evil, because they convinced browns and blacks and everyone to drink milk, when it really wasn't that necessary to drink milk. Oh, God. Reparations. Woo. In a perfect world, we all would have been colonized by Africa, and that way we wouldn't be drinking milk, but we would be making houses out of shit. Second gentleman Doug Emhoff says, world, and I quote, literally depends on Biden win in November. As a general rule of thumb, I don't listen to men who marry whores. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen touts new affordable housing drive. Yeah. Because the government's ever made anything more affordable. So the woman who didn't realize inflation would be coming when you turned on a fire hose of dollar bills and sprayed it across America for a couple years is now going to tell us how to get affordable housing? Go fuck yourself. Parents around the globe are banding together to keep their kids away from smartphones. Well, while you're at it, keep your kids away from Democrats, because they're a bunch of pedos. The next wave of weight loss drugs is coming soon. And if you say NBC News is bought and paid for by Big Pharma, then you're a conspiracy theorist. NBC News, you can go suck a bag of dicks. A plane believed to be carrying Julian Assange landed on Tuesday in Bangkok, Thailand. Well, if I was locked away as long as he was, I'd probably go to Bangkok, Thailand too. Good luck, buddy. Try not to bang any trannies. Infant mortality increased by 12.9% from 2021 to 2022 in Texas after Texas' near total ban on abortion was enacted. So because Texas doesn't abort babies, more babies are dying. Okay, liberals.